Oh, you sweet boy.
Love you. Love
I love you too, guys.
Love you.
Y'all are the best.
you.
Love you, love you.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Pew-wee.
Ooh.
Bye. Bye-bye. I love you. Mwah. You guys have rice all over you. You saving it for later? Hey guys, how are ya? We wanted to spend a little time tonight kind of giving you an update on where Ari is. He's now been home with us in the States for a month, just at a month. So we thought it'd be kind of fun to have this to look back on, and then to also share with other people kind of our experience in transitioning him.
It was a rough, from the first time we met him, it was pretty rough. He did not like us.
Yeah, so the process in Korea, they have you go over and you meet with them before you go to court, which is your first initial meeting with them. And then usually you meet with them twice during that first trip, and then you come back and take custody. So
Yes, that's him now. But that first trip, what all he did was scream when he saw us in the room.
yeah,
And
you could tell he was very, very attached to his foster dad, and we were definitely worried. We had reservations because our older son, Mingy, was the complete opposite. Like, from the moment we met him, he was hugging on us, loving on us,
yeah,
giving us kisses.
it was a different vibe. So we knew,
Yeah.
we prepared ourselves going back the second time to actually take custody that this was going to be
It
pretty
was going to
tough
be hard.
for him, the foster parents, and us.
Right.
And it did not disappoint.
Yeah.
That first day was awful. It was to have a little.
Yeah.
You're the son, completely heartbroken, screaming, and feeling helpless. There's really nothing you can do for him. So it started out really rough. The first day, luckily after a while he fell asleep, and the next day waking up, we got to explore the city a little bit, and thankfully it snowed, because I think that was like the icebreaker.
Yeah.
That
was like 2 days after we took custody. I think was one of the first snows of the year in Seoul, and
it seemed to change then. He got really happy, was running around.
He was happy if we were out, not if we were back in.
Yeah, he didn't like that place.
The
So we were
Airbnb.
staying. I mean, it was a nice place.
Yeah.
He just didn't like it.
He likes to eat. He likes some food, man.
He does. He wakes up every morning. It could be 4, it could be 5, and screams kimbap.
Yeah.
Kimbap.
Which means he wants seaweed rolled with rice.
So we have this kimbap waiting on him.
Yeah, usually, yep. So I mean, after the initial first couple days, really he clung to Justin, which was surprising because Justin, in the first couple meetings, he would not even look at him, much less get anywhere near him. So it was kind of interesting to see that it flopped really quickly, and within the first couple days, they had really bonded.
Ari just grabbed our hand on takeoff.
And
landing, and then fell asleep, and then woke up like 30 minutes before we landed.
We had 3 flights, and he slept through all of them.
The only time he did not like was the car ride home. We had about an hour in a car seat.
Yeah, it's been really wild to see. Like, I mean, from what we were expecting of his personality and how reserved he was, we definitely thought this transition was going to be a lot harder than it's been, knock on wood.
Yeah, he took to the kids really well.
Yeah, as soon as we got home and the kids were around, it was like he was a totally different kid. 110% was just glued to them.
His foster mom told us that his true personality comes out when he gets to know you, and that's true, because he's just happy.
Yeah.
We're fortunate enough to live close to
sweet little boy.
Yeah, the water over here, and he loves the beach.
If we go to the beach, I mean, you've never seen a happier child in your life. I mean, he
just runs. He doesn't like to get water, and he doesn't like the waves to get him. But he'll push that line. Yeah. And then run as fast as he can away from him. Yeah. But yeah, he's really happy with that. As long as we feed him.
That's terrible. Of course we feed him.
Yeah, we feed him. Yeah, he's doing awesome. Like Mingy, I think it's more of a struggle for Mingy.
Yeah. Mingy's had a hard time.
Yeah, Mingy doesn't like. He had a hard time with the attention. Thinking that Son's getting the attention now.
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
sharing that, we worked on him for a year. Like me, your half brother got to share toys, and he was like, oh.
We totally did.
Right when we went to see him,
tried.
he was ready. He was like, all right, I'm sharing toys.
I'm sharing toys.
And he is not sharing.
Things that I would say have just shocked us is number one, that he is sleeping in his own bed and sleeping through the night. with
Mingy
families.
was hard with night terrors.
Mhm.
Happy as could be during the day, but at night, really bad night terrors.
Yeah.
Son hasn't really put any of that out there yet.
No.
He wakes up happy, like with a smile on his face, and he doesn't like to go to bed. Like the first time we took him to bed, he screamed. Like I went and laid him down, he screamed for Nuna, which is his sister.
Yeah.
And then he called, and then she finally had enough, and she came in the room and laid down with him. So then he called for Mingy, and then
Yeah.
Mingy came in, and then he called for.
Me, finally,
Yeah,
even though
mommy.
he wasn't super keen on me at the moment.
So then she came in, and then his eyes were like, oh no, there's no one else left to call.
Yeah,
gotta
he
go to
was
bed.
like, oh, I guess everyone's here.
Yeah.
I guess I really do have to go to bed now.
So he actually think he does better without naps. Son, you love your baths
Yes, you love the water, buddy.
and candy. Now, the one common thing both our kids have,
Yeah.
the two boys, Hayden too, but she doesn't really hide it as much, is those boys will go and stash candy all throughout the house. And it was just under their bed until we found it. And then they went from Mingy's bed and moved it to Son's bed. And now they just outsmarted us and moved it to someone else's room completely.
Yeah.
And hid it under their sister's
It's
bed.
pretty much anytime they're missing and we're like,
Yeah.
wait,
They'll get
why
quiet
are
and
the
sneak
boys
off.
upstairs? What's going on? We'll find them with like a handful of hidden candy from somewhere.
I don't even know where we got it from.
I never know where we get it from.
It's gone.
Like, it's just, I'll find wrappers like hidden under the bed.
But other than that, he's finally learning our
Not finally.
I'm not learning, but he's learning the grandparents
Mhm.
and your sisters and my family. He's learning who they are now.
Well, not just who they are, but their names. Like
their names,
his verbal skills have just blown us out of the water. We were
Yeah,
telling
my
you.
parents, they handed him something the other day, and he said thank you, and it like
Oh,
floored him.
clear
He was
as
like,
day.
what?
Clear as day says thank
Yeah.
you. He'll say, come on. He
It's
says,
like, come on, yeah.
his new thing is mine. He figured out mine means like give it to me,
Yeah.
stop.
And if he doesn't know something, like if you say something to him, you can look in his eyes, and you can tell he's saying it in his head
He does.
until he gets it right, and then he'll pronounce it clearly.
Like almost perfect English,
Like, it really is
not
amazing.
even baby jargon. Like he's really good about. You'll see him like his mouth moving, and he's
Yeah.
practicing the word in his head, and then he'll just come out with it. Like Hayden was testing his skills the other day, and she told him to say Chewbacca, and now the kid says it like 100 times a day.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Kid, you are too funny.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Shana.
The important
Chewbacca.
teaching him Star Wars references.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Uh,
How's Chewbacca?
are you funny?
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Uh.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Say.
He likes doors.
Oh, he does.
Like
He
he-
has
yeah.
an obsession with closing doors.
He has to open or close the door, and if you don't let him, he.
Thank you.
Where's the tire pump? Mom?
Oh no! Oh no!
You shut the door?
Yeah, and
Freaks
now when we go to get him in the car, he wants to do what Mingy does, which is get himself all the way in and up into the car seat. Like I can't lift him up in there.
Right. It's only been a month, so
I know,
We'll see
so
what-
we can't really
hopefully,
say a whole lot. But
we'll
it's
see what happens, but
been
it's-
insane. Like
it's
I
really been great.
feel like he's been here forever. Like it's such
Right.
a weird.
It's that weird connection you have with those
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, it's just a weird feeling. You have like instant connection with the kids.
Yeah.
And they kind of lean towards you really quick.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's-
it's definitely been surprising in both cases.
It's gonna be fun
I know.
going forward and seeing what they're doing.
I know. We'll do another update probably at 6 months just to kind of tell everyone where he is and
Yeah.
where we are and what's changed. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch this video and see if any of his little idiosyncrasies have changed. Well, thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching.